like these kids are going to have some fun, doesn't it? If I'm not mistaken, they're heading for a picnic. As far as I'm concerned, there isn't anything any more fun. What do you think? I remember the games and the races and prizes, and best of all, so many good things to eat. Hot dogs, ice cream, watermelon, cake. Makes my mouth water just to think of it. I'd sure hate to be left out when the gang's going on a picnic, wouldn't you? Well, it's too bad, but somebody is. Jimmy can't go. You see, Jimmy did something very foolish yesterday, and he hurt himself. So now he has to miss the picnic, after looking forward to it for weeks. Too bad. But it seems like almost every time we don't use our heads and we take chances on getting hurt or getting sick, we lose out on a lot of fun. That's exactly what happened to Jimmy. You see, yesterday, Jimmy was playing touch football. That's a swell game when you're careful. But when you don't look where you're going, you can really get hurt, like Jimmy did. It's a good thing we aren't all like Jimmy, isn't it? Because when we watch where we're going, we won't fall or do like Jimmy and run into something. It's silly to take a chance like that, don't you think? Let's look at some others. Here's one, a rusty nail, and believe me, it's dangerous. Now, we all know it's a lot of fun to go barefoot, but not where there's a chance to step on a rusty nail or broken glass. Hey, look out, son. You're getting near those. Be careful. Oh, too late he did it. Now, who could be such a fool as to go barefoot in a place like that? Jimmy again. That kid's taking an awful chance. You know what you can get from a rusty nail or broken glass? Lockjaw. And if you don't think that's bad, ask your mother or your teacher. You suppose Jimmy's finally managed to get out of trouble? You can't be taking a chance eating a hot dog, can you? No, not eating a hot dog. But if you go in swimming right after eating, that's a different story. Why? Because you're liable to get a cramp. It's like a red-hot poker jammed into you. It hurts so bad you can't do a thing to help yourself. Well, Jimmy's lucky again. The lifeguard happened to be watching. If he hadn't, Jimmy might have drowned. All because he forgot and went swimming too soon after eating. Always wait at least 1 hour after eating before going in the water. This gives your stomach enough time to digest the food. All boys and girls like dogs, but if you suddenly stick out your hand at one before he has a chance to get acquainted or see you, he may bite you. Make friends with a dog like this boy. Put your hand out to him slowly with your fist closed so he can use his nose to see who you are. And above all, when a dog is eating, he doesn't like to have anyone pet him. Remember, Jimmy, pets are fine if they belong to you or your friends. But we know it's too risky to fool around with stray dogs or cats. It's a good thing all kids aren't like Jimmy. If they were, their mothers and fathers would never know what to expect. Now look what he's done. Talked his friends into digging a cave in the hillside. Well, what's wrong with that, somebody might ask? After all, miners do it, and well diggers dig holes. Sure they do, but they realize it's dangerous. They brace up the walls with heavy beams and planks. They don't want to get buried in a cave-in. See what I mean? If they don't work fast now, Jimmy's going to be smothered. Boys and girls, it doesn't pay. It's too dangerous. If we dig holes or caves, we're taking a chance on being caught by a cave-in. Not only holes and caves, anywhere that there's a chance of getting caught where you can't get out. Places like an old well or any hole in the ground. Where men are working, manhole or culvert. There are plenty of places and ways to play that aren't dangerous. But back to our friends. That looks like a game of hide and seek. Fun, huh? And it looks like Jimmy's going to keep out of trouble for once. He can't get into anything because he's it. No, Jimmy's all right. But I'm not so sure about Marcia. Oh, no. Well, it'll still be all right if they can just find her. Too bad. That one girl might have found her if Jimmy hadn't stopped her. They all think Marcia's gone home. They don't know she's trapped in that old icebox and can't get out. It was an hour before Marcia's mother called the police, and they finally found her. It was almost too late. There was only a little bit of air in that icebox. If they'd been a few minutes later, Marcia might have died. Nothing like this will ever happen to any of us because we've learned from what happened to Marcia. So far, we've seen all the wrong things. Is there anything wrong with flying a kite? No, not when a bright kid does it. It's real fun. A good kite flyer picks an open field with no trees or houses. He uses string, not wire, because he knows if his kite fell on a power line, it might cause a short circuit, or he might even be electrocuted. I think everybody but Jimmy knows by now how foolish it is to play in the street or run out without looking. That applies to kite flying, too. It's no good flying a kite in the rain, either. You see, when the string gets wet, it conducts electricity. And you know what might happen? Get the point? I thought you would. It's no fun being struck by lightning. I don't know whether Jimmy's lost his kite or what, but he's really asking for trouble climbing a power or telephone pole. Maybe he thinks he's a pretty good climber, but even if he is, one of two things may happen. If he doesn't fall, he may touch a power line. And I can tell you that isn't any fun. Well, kids, what have we learned so far? We're not going to be like Jimmy. We're too smart to forget to look where we're going, or to get careless and step on a rusty nail or broken glass. We don't want lockjaw. We like to swim too well to spoil it by going in the water right after eating. We'll let Jimmy fool around with stray dogs and cats. We know it's too dangerous. The same goes for getting caught where we can't get out. We're going to have a lot of fun flying kites, but not by running out in the street or flying them in the rain. And this will never happen to us because we're too smart to be like Jimmy and climb power poles. No, sir, when that picnic car or truck pulls out for the big event, we're going to be on it. We're going to have a good time. We'll leave the chance-taking to Jimmy. He can stay home and feel sorry for himself all day because he didn't use that big bump on his shoulder. Know what I'm talking about? His head. Let's all use ours. Why take chances?